This is what I eat on my period as a vegan who lightly cycle syncs. For breakfast, I just had a bowl of oatmeal with all my 500 usual mix-ins and some mixed berries and sliced almonds on top. I made a hot cup of ginger tea to help with the cramping a little bit. The heat and the ginger both work as pain relievers for me, and they're just comforting to have when you're not feeling very well. When I'm cycle syncing, I'm not trying to do a complete overhaul of my diet and lifestyle. I'm trying to make changes that are small and accessible, things that I don't have to worry about or do much planning for. So during my period, I'm worrying about getting in extra iron, eating lots of warm and comforting foods, eating a lot of ginger and other foods that I know will help ease my PMS symptoms, and meal prepping a lot of healthy-ish sweets. I knew I would want something sweet to snack on during the week, so I got started on some baking. While that was in the oven, I opened up the fridge and found all this fruit that was about to go bad, so I decided to use it to make an adrenal cocktail. When I'm on my period, I feel like I can't stay hydrated enough. I can chug water all day and it just doesn't make me feel better. This is like a natural Gatorade. And then the banana bread came out of the oven. I will get back to this in a minute. I know she looks a little rough in the pan. For lunch, usually I'm better about meal prepping for my period, but I had almost nothing meal prepped beforehand for this week, so I decided to make something really quick and easy. This is just a chickpea salad sandwich. The chickpeas are high in iron, and I ate that with some whole wheat bread, some fresh tomatoes from my neighbor's garden, and some sprouts. With that, I also had a big bowl of a watermelon. This is really good for hydration, and also I crave sugar constantly on my period, so I try to have a lot of sweet things on hand that are not gonna make me feel even worse. I also had some kombucha with that. If you have any digestive issues on your period, probiotics can kind of help ease your stomach and kind of get things back in line. I found this blood orange flavor from Synergy, and it was really good. I do think cycle syncing can be a bit oversold on social media sometimes. It isn't something that's transformed my life by any means, but it is something that has made things easier. And it's taught me to pay more attention to the way that I feel at different times of the month, and making sure that the way I take care of myself is catered to my individual needs at that moment. In that way, I think that cycle syncing has to be individualized. You'll get the most worth out of it when you do some experimenting and figure out which aspects of it are the most valuable to you at different points in your cycle. Later that afternoon, I had a slice of my chocolate cherry banana bread with a scoop of coconut whip and some more fresh cherries on the side. This was delicious. The cherries have a lot of antioxidants, which can reduce inflammation and might make your cramping feel better. For dinner, I tried out a new recipe. I was trying to make this kind of a braised kale situation. It didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to. The next time I make it, I'm going to double the amount of flavor I put into it. She doesn't look that great on the camera. The rest of the meal was delicious though. This is beans and cornbread, again, high in iron and comfort food, or at least where I come from. This is classic comfort food. I'm craving this again just watching the video. The beans are just pinto beans that I simmered on the stove and then cooked with vegetable broth and mashed up a little bit to give a smoother consistency. The cornbread is just vegetarian Jiffy Mix, because I did not have the energy to make my own from scratch. If anyone's got a good recipe though, I'd love to see it. The kale has potential. I know I can make this good. The next time I make it, I'm just going to use way more onion and garlic and like twice as much vegetable bouillon, and I think it will come out really tasty. So trust me, I'll get back to you with that one. For breakfast the next morning, I had a bowl of chocolate oatmeal with some mixed berries. This is just blueberries, blackberries, and cherries. Again, high in antioxidants, high in fiber. And I ate that outside with my dogs. I had no appetite that afternoon, nothing sounded good to me, but also I didn't want to eat nothing, so I made a little snack plate for myself. This is the rest of the chickpea salad from the day before with some buffalo sauce sprinkled on top, PB&J on whole wheat bread, some mixed nuts, and cucumber and tomato from my neighbor's garden with some salt sprinkled on top. My periods used to be almost unbearable. The single most beneficial thing I've done for them was switching to a vegan diet. When I finally stopped eating any and all animal products, that is when I began to notice my PMS symptoms letting up. From there, cycle syncing has kind of filled in the gaps for me, cleaning up the little leftovers that veganism didn't seem to take care of. The rain had me wanting something cozy for lunch, so I made some pancakes. You may be asking yourself, Ellie, what about pancakes is great for cycle syncing on your period? And the answer to that would be nothing. I just thought they sounded good. My approach to cycle syncing is very balanced. I don't need every meal to be optimized for whatever phase in my cycle I'm in. Sometimes I just want whatever tastes good. As soon as I sat down to go eat my pancakes, a fly landed in my peanut butter and I had to scrape him and all my peanut butter off. For dinner, I had one of my favorite meals ever. This is a mashed potato bowl with red beans and roasted zucchini and mushroom. This meal is also really high in fiber and antioxidants, which is again gonna help with your digestion, maybe help with your cramping a little bit, and it tastes delicious. This is my mom's cat trying to sneak her way over into a bite. And that was everything I made. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration for your own cooking. And I'll see you again soon.